I have a confession to make. I deliberately created this mission specifically so I could talk about this topic. So sue me, Nick did the same thing. The first one I'm going to talk about is actually called King of Bandit Jing. It was originally done, I can't remember the name of the company, but now it has been re-released by either ADV or Funimation. I'm not sure which one, but it was a Texas company that originally did it, and they've gone under. But then the OVAs came out, and one of the other Texas companies got the rights to it and kept the same cast, and decided to re-release the original series as well as the OVAs. I haven't seen the OVAs yet, I really want to. So I don't know. I'm gonna scour the internet and see if I can find them legally somewhere. But anyway, it's 13 episodes long plus the OVAs. Like I said, I haven't seen the OVAs, so I don't know anything about them. But there are 3 main characters: Jing, Kier, and Postino. We'll get to Postino in a little bit, and we'll even get to Kier in a little bit. They have reasons why this series is weird. But essentially, it's just completely random. It's an action-adventure comedy thing. The comedy is just the randomness of it all. It's very episodic, which I normally like. The very first scene is etched in my memory forever. Kind of sets up the story a little bit in the sense of this is going to be one hell of a ride. Anyway, so you see this like desolate land. It kind of reminds you of Trigun in a way. And you have this big skeleton ox thing carrying this cart, and in the cart is this thing that kind of looks like Barry the Chopper from Fullmetal Alchemist. And you're thinking, cool, he's gonna be a bad guy, you're gonna learn about the bad guy first, and then all of a sudden he says he has nothing to do with the story, and then rides off into the sunset. Never see him again. That is how the series opens. I'm not kidding, he literally says, I have nothing to do with this story, and off he goes. It's so weird. And that's the first scene of the entire series. And the second reason, which kind of brings Kier into it, is that most of the characters' names are alcoholic beverages, but in Kier's case, it's actually his attack that is an alcoholic beverage. Kier's attack is called Kier Royale, and then there are characters like cognac, vodka, martini, gin. Yeah, they're all alcoholic beverages. It's so weird. Anyway, then there's Postino. He would, ride in on a motorcycle, but he would come at just the most opportune time for Jing and Kier. He would give them the information they needed and then go away and never seen again until the next episode when he's needed again. And he would pop up once or twice in an episode, and that was it. So that's King of Bandit Jing. I love it. The actual overall storyline is about Jing, who is a bandit, and he basically goes and steals things. Kind of like Robin Hood, I guess. Kind of like a Japanese Robin Hood mixed with a little bit of James Bond. It's a good series. It really is. The next one I'm going to talk about is Kaku Renbo, which I own. And this is weird only because it takes, a very simple childhood game called hide and seek. That's what Kaku Renbo means in Japanese. Very innocent child game called hide and seek, and it makes you afraid to ever play it again. I have 5-year-old nieces who love to play this game, and all I can think of whenever I'm playing with them is we're going to be eaten by demons. And yeah. So, but no, here's what the back says. The back explains it better than I ever could. There's a street where no one lives, where ghostly lights flicker in the shadows. It is whispered that children who play hide and seek there after dark are kidnapped by demons and disappear forever. Tonight, a boy named Hikuda joins the game in search of his missing sister. The street lamps flare, though no one is there to light them. The game and the terror are about to begin. And it's just really crazy. It's so bizarre. So freaky. But it's only freaky because, like I said, it takes something that you loved as a kid, something so innocent, and they make it scary. And it's just all around disturbing because of the fact that it's about hide and seek, and it incorporates two things that I'm deathly afraid of: the dark and demons. But who's not afraid of demons, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm going to talk about this week. And Sarah, I'll see you tomorrow. Then, I think it's Kamehame. It doesn't matter. We're not talking about Dragon Ball Z, for God's sake. Anyway. Ready or not, here I come.